In the tranquil village of Brookside, the rainy season was more than just a time of year. It was a celebration of life. The rain brought with it the vibrant greens of the hills, the sweet scent of wet earth, and the promise of new beginnings. Lena had lived in Brookside all her life. She was a gentle soul, known for her kindness and her love of nature. Every year, as the rains arrived, she would take long walks through the hills, marveling at the beauty of the world around her. One day, while out on one of her walks, she came across a young man sitting by the river that ran through the village. His name was Ethan, a newcomer to Brookside who had recently moved there to escape the noise and chaos of city life. He was an artist, seeking inspiration in the peace and quiet of the countryside. Lena and Ethan struck up a conversation, and soon they found themselves meeting by the river every day. They would talk for hours, sharing stories about their lives, their dreams, and their love for nature. Ethan would sketch the landscapes around them, capturing the beauty of the village and, often, Lena herself. As the days passed, their friendship deepened into something more. Lena found herself drawn to Ethan's quiet strength and his passion for art. Ethan, in turn, was captivated by Lena's gentle spirit and her deep connection with the world around her. One evening, as they sat together by the river, the sky darkened, and a gentle rain began to fall. Lena stood up, laughing as she spun around in the rain, her dress twirling around her. Ethan watched her, his heart swelling with emotion. In that moment, he realized he had fallen in love with her. Gathering his courage, Ethan took Lena's hand and pulled her close. "Lena," he whispered, his voice barely audible over the sound of the rain. "I don't want to imagine my life without you. I've fallen in love with you." Lena looked up at him, her eyes wide with surprise. For a moment, she said nothing, the rain continuing to fall around them. Then, a smile spread across her face as she whispered back, "I've fallen in love with you too, Ethan." They stood there, holding each other as the rain poured down, their hearts beating in sync. In that moment, under the darkened sky, their love blossomed like the flowers in the hills after the first rains. From that day on, Lena and Ethan were inseparable. They continued to meet by the river, but now, their conversations were filled with plans for the future. They talked about building a life together in Brookside, where they could be close to nature and each other. As the rainy season came to an end, Ethan finished a painting that he had been working on for weeks. It was a portrait of Lena, standing by the river, her dress billowing in the wind, with the hills and the village in the background. He presented it to her as a token of his love, and Lena, with tears in her eyes, accepted it with all her heart. Their love story, like the rain that nourished the land, brought new life and happiness to Brookside. The villagers, who had watched their romance unfold, often spoke of Lena and Ethan as the couple who found love in the rain. Vocabulary: 1. Picturesque, visually attractive, especially in a quaint or charming way. Example: the picturesque village of Brookside was a perfect place for an artist like Ethan. 2. Tranquil, free from disturbance, calm and peaceful. Example: Lena loved the tranquil atmosphere of the village during the rainy season. 3. Marveling, to be filled with wonder or astonishment. Example: Lena spent her days marveling at the beauty of nature. 4. Inseparable, unable to be separated or treated separately. Example: after they confessed their love, Lena and Ethan became inseparable. 5. Swelling, becoming larger, fuller, or more intense. Example: Ethan's heart was swelling with emotion as he watched Lena in the rain. Moral of the story: embrace new beginnings. Just as the rain brings new life to the land, love can bring new beginnings and happiness to our lives. Cherish simple moments. Sometimes, the most beautiful moments in life are the simplest ones, like walking in the rain or sharing a quiet conversation by the river. Follow your heart. Love often comes when we least expect it, and when it does, we should follow our hearts and embrace it fully. Smash that sub button and stick with us for more awesome videos. Thank you for watching and listening. Your support truly means the world to me. I hope you found the content enjoyable and engaging.